time from your page started playing, and you said the same exact thing at that same exact moment.
That's weird because I hadn't
Whoa.
even hit the button yet.
That that's
Well, it was from
even
whatever the
weirder.
last stream you did was. It was a Monster Hunter or something. You
That's
opened
funny.
up with the same exact thing.
Well, that's funny. Welcome
Wow.
everyone to our stream. We're gonna do the things again with the math rocks.
Oh yeah, we do that, don't we?
Yeah. I have a box. I don't know how well that
Do I
picked
get paid
up.
for this?
No.
That's fine. I'll do it for free. Cheap labor.
Yeah. Technically, that's up to the viewers. If the viewers decide to pay me, I will eventually pay
nobody's gonna
you.
pay me to have fun.
That's true.
If that were the case, I wouldn't have a job.
I mean, I'm technically getting paid to do D&D with my job, but that's only every other Friday. And I have to put in effort to figure out how to structure the campaign setting in a way that people learn how to behave appropriately.
Define appropriately.
I can't because the state has said we can no longer use that word. So
What? Appropriately?
yeah,
So there's no appropriate use for appropriately.
correct. We can't use that for our
Ah.
for our billing terminology and stuff anymore. We have to change it to something else. And we looked at our supervisor today and we were like, "How the fuck?" And he goes, "I don't know."
Figure it out.
Well, I mean, it's more of one of those situations of like he doesn't know because the state just said no, you can't do that, and then they didn't give any examples to do it correctly, and we're like, that's
That
super
sounds
fucking helpful.
So
That
it's
sounds
like,
appropriate.
nope, don't do this. Okay, what do we do? I don't know.
You figure it out. You're the
Nope,
ones.
you can't do that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
They're totally the ones doing all the work, right?
Yeah, but this is what happens when you put people with business degrees basically in charge of professions that don't really have anything to fucking do with business. For the audience. Yeah, for audience, I work in the mental health field, and I have a bunch of people who don't know what the definition of mental health means, telling me what I can and cannot do with people that I work with. So that's super fucking cool.
It's like the state with teachers.
Yeah, in a way, for sure.
And the Postal Service.
And anytime the state gets involved with anything, really.
Yeah, but wait a minute. If you're working for the Postal Service, you don't deal with people. At least you shouldn't have to. They're
I
junk, maybe.
Somewhat. I had to deal with people somewhat, but the people that are telling us how to do our job are the people that we don't even see them at our office, and they're writing the rules for how things are supposed to be done. Never carried mail in their life.
Oh, dude, I get that. When I was with my last place of work, literally
because they have business degrees.
Yeah, literally the top 3 positions in the company I was with previously. I saw one of them once. No. Three times in the nearly 10 years that I was there. None of which were ever at our office. So they were telling us how to do our job. The problem is unlike the Postal Service, I can't pull a Nick Fury with my job. They can. I have to do what they say because most of the time when they ask for our opinions on something, they then turn around and go bye bye.
They ask for your opinion and then don't like your opinion.
Well, yeah, literally. So a couple of years, like in the last year that I was there, they asked us in a meeting, through our building manager, they asked us the question of like, what can we do to better support you? And us as therapists at the time, our unanimous response was provide us with more supervisors who know what is going on and what to do, so that when we run into crises and things like that, that we are well equipped to handle those situations. And if we need like assistance, we can get that assistance. And like unanimous, like 30 plus people, all of us, yes, that one. Okay, this is in like October. In November, they come back to us in our monthly meeting, because we had them once a month. They come back to us in our next meeting, and they effectively went, all right, guys, guess what we're gonna do? We took your advice, and we read it all over, and we think you guys are gonna be really, really happy with what we decided to do. So the recommendation that you guys had of wanting to have more supervisors to help in moments of crises and stuff like that, that's a phenomenal idea, and we completely threw it out the window and went in the opposite fucking direction, and we're actually eliminating all of your current supervisors and their positions, and instead we're going to give all of the work to these other people who have no idea what's going on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Thanks.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, lovely. When does this take effect? And they're like, oh, in December. Oh, next month. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Yeah, I heard so a couple months later, so this would have been this past April, so a year ago, I heard from a friend of mine who still works at this location. They were like, yeah, they're currently doing a mass hiring of supervisors, and I was like, gee, I wonder why the fuck they're doing that. So, anywho, that is a rabbit hole that we've gone down, but yeah, no, people doing dumb decisions is dumb. You need to put people in. Seriously, though, I personally believe that in a corporation setting, when you're not dealing with like actual business things, and you're not like a medical, right? Like where you need to have some idea of what is going on the actual floors and stuff. I think there needs to be like honestly, a good idea with that would be to basically make all of them do or at least a few people on the board, if you would, do like the nursing program has a program where you basically have to go and shadow like half or all of the different departments at a hospital. They should have to do that in order to serve on the board or something like that.
So, a fun fact, in marketing, any salesman that sells medical equipment, they actually have to be trained in that exact moment, like how to do that surgery, how to install all those pieces, and they are required to be there when the doctor is using it. That way, if there's an issue, they can jump in.
Initially, yes, but after so much time passes, but yeah, I mean, so fun fact, my brother's friend and my other brother's roommate, yeah, that's a complicated story. That's actually what he does. He actually sells medical equipment for insurance companies to hospitals. So apparently it's really good money though. So
oh yeah.
Why do I have that's neat. Okay. All right, I've gone down my rabbit hole. Who's next?
Rabbit holes.
No one? Okay, then we should get started.
If we're going to play D&D, we don't have enough time for that.
we should get started. We already don't know what we're doing. The blinds will apparently be here later. Apparently they're doing their night job.
Oh God.
Wrong night job. I think what they said was that they're dashing, something like that. Whatever
Is that
they're.
what the kids these days are calling it?
No.
Some of them.
I can't even make that jokes anymore. Anyway, who's doing the recap? Anyone?
No one.
I can do it.
Yeah, but
Well,
you'll get the inspiration too. One of your big bad guys.
Yes, I will. Going once.
All right, let me try. Let me
Okay.
try.
Okay.
I do not want him having access to a crit.
It's just a re-roll. Sheesh.
Either way.
You re-rolling anything almost. You know what?
Guaranteed to crit.
No. Not me. I am not. I am not our. Actually, I can name him. It's technically not his actual name. I am not Nick.
Yeah, you don't have an elf deck.
What? Well, I mean that's true, but his dice also responds to his will.
Yeah, that's true.
That motherfucker. The number of times I've seen him go, "All right, I need a 20," and then throw his dice on the table, and a 20 comes up. I'm like, you. Or he'll say something stupid like, I need a 16 or a higher, and then he'll throw it, and he'll roll it. If he voices it, his dice will give it to him. Like 90% of the time. And I'm like, those odds are ridiculous. And unfair.
Anyway.
Yep, go for it.
So I don't remember much, but I do remember us going out and looking in the general town, being like, hold up a picture of Katia. You see this lady? No. Okay, bye. You see this lady? No. Okay, bye. You see this lady? No. Okay, bye. You see this lady? Fuck off! Oh.
Where did my...
Pretty much.
There it is.
And then partway through, I'm trying to remember who noticed. Valnonar, was it you who noticed the Katya replacement?
Kelvin.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Kelvin, something like that.
Notice him following us or whatever?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't fully remember.
It was
Somebody
either him or
Somebody
D,
noticed.
because D has the highest perception in the group.
Yeah, but when rolling, Valinar always gets like at least high teens most of the time.
Yeah, but D has
I would like to point out my perception is +10.
Isn't D's like +12 or something?
For passive?
No.
No.
Oh,
to
sorry.
roll your
yeah,
bonus.
mine's +12.
Yeah, there we go. Here it is. Yep.
Anyway, one of the two, if not both, notice Kelvin coming at us. So we duck into an alleyway, trying to be casual, and D is like, "Hey, I'm a dip for a sec. Be all sneak and try and be an assassin." And Spider climbs up the wall. After Valinar turned her invisible. So Kelvin comes in and is like, "I know you stole something." We're all just like, "Don't know what you're talking about, mate." Then he's like, "I'm looking for a stolen item," looking directly at D's location. Turns out he had a tracking spell, or at least some way to track the dresses made at the store.
We found out it was locate objects.
Yeah. One of which was in D's path.
Mm-hmm.
So after a little back and forth banter, D drops the dress and he's like, "Thank you. Now I have to go find the others." So Dee returns to Visible with obvious egg on her face.
Yeah.
She wasn't eating breakfast.
So we went back to the dirty hole.
That sounds about right for the name.
Something like that.
It was like all dirt.
We actually got a map of the island first from the bazaar.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then we went to the library for research on parts of the island.
So we now have a general lay of the land. And we can bullshit a story if we need to. Doesn't mean going work well, but hey, at least we don't have, utterly fake locations.
What?
So we
Then we went to the dirty hole.
And went to bed. And if I remember right, some people did saving throws.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
And I think that's where we left off. Is that saying who succeeded and who failed? I don't remember the ending then.
Didn't we
Yeah.
get to the new town or whatever?
You guys also teleported back to the Laputa for the evening and also to benefit from some of your greenhouse materials.
Yeah.
So, and drop off the ledgers that we had stolen from Kelvin to make sure that he can't find them and track us with it.
Good to know, because I guess I didn't know that part. So I will make a note of that for my notes. That way I don't monkey paw you guys. I guess that would be accurate.
Sure.
That sounds about right, yeah.
But then pretty much in the morning, we went off to go travel to the
Well,
Red
it'd only be
Sands
the one ledger.
And let me see. Yeah, that's when we went back to the Laputa to rest and resupply, and then we went the next day to go into the Red Sands and travel across the desert, which was a rough trek, but we did make it to Estrella about as the sun was setting. It was starting to get cold.
Yep, sounds about right. And you guys had begun to make camp outside of the city, like with the city kind of in the distance. You guys chose to not push onward. That's what I thought, because you guys could hear like the hooting and hollerings of the crazies, basically.
No, that's not
in the distance.
It was never decided what we were doing. The last thing we had was we could hear the sounds coming from the city, and then we just ended.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neat. All right. Well,
we had decided if we were going to walk into town or if we were going to rest outside.
Oh. Okay. Well, then that's where you are. You guys are standing in the desert as the temperature continues to drop.
Little to no water remaining. Asta struggling.
The only person who has a good amount of water left, I believe, is Enoch.
Yeah.
So,
he got carried, and he's a dragon boy.
So yeah, no, it is. You guys are spending. You would imagine like maybe a couple of hours from the city limit.
Okay. It's a little further than I thought.
You guys are far enough out that making camp would make sense, but you're also close enough where you're kind of like, we could just push and just be there. So
Although if we decided to rest now, between Denok's ability to pretty much give us a safe area to stay, and Valinar's ability to create food and water.
If he has it prepared, I don't remember if he does or not. I also don't make it a
I think
habit
that
of
is
memory.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one he actually has prepared the day we need it.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm pretty sure I realized we were probably going to be going into a desert. So
fair enough. I don't track your guys' spell books. I trust you guys to keep yourselves honest with that. Because
I don't have a spell book.
I got enough shit to deal with on my end.
No, you have a spell book. You just don't have any spells in it.
I have a spell list. There's no book.
Sure. I don't remember. I don't know Arcane Trickster well enough.
I'm a warlock.
With rogue levels into Arcane Trickster, I thought. Or no, it's Assassin. Never mind. I apologize.
Yeah.
I
Assassin
apologize.
with warlock tendencies.
Yep. The magic is kind of what. Anyway. Yeah, so I'll turn it over to you guys. What is it y'all would like to do? As the wind blows around you guys a bit and the temperature begins to decline rather rapidly.
Well, shit. What do we do?
I'm going to miss my pride silk robes. They were warm.
Well, should we start a fire, or do we want to just sleep here? Have any spell?
So we know we're about 2 hours walk still from the town itself.
You guys are smart enough and high enough level that you guys can pretty much assume that pretty easily, based off of the distance you guys can see, like the city plus like the noises and stuff that are coming from it. You know that you're still probably a couple of hours out, which I say couple of hours, because primarily because you guys would know that you are your movement speed is halved due
for me. That's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, you guys basically know that like your guys' movement speed is technically halved because of the desert and the sands. So even though you're a couple of hours out, you're still only like, a few miles, basically.
Yeah.
I want to say people can roughly walk a mile in like 10 minutes. So over the course of an hour, you're probably... 10, but I'm like, on average, and you guys are, this is D&D, you guys are effectively superhumans.
Yeah. And Dee's got it better than most because her walking speed is 40 instead of the standard 30, and she is not affected by difficult terrain.
You power walk.
Yeah, I can power walk across sand, but I have.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're one of those bullshit power walkers.
Oh god!
What?
You've always got the sweatbands everywhere. You've got the 2 shake weights in each hand.
Oh god, no! I hope not.
Question: what makes it so that you ignore difficult terrain?
Oh, if I'm dashing. If I'm dashing, I have the mobile feeds.
Oh,
so
mobile.
Dashing,
okay.
Difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement.
Understood.
So that being said, I could run across the desert sands at normal speed, but I feel like, real world conditions, that would just increase my exhaustion that much faster.
Probably. It would burn like hell. I don't know if you've ever tried running on sand.
I have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Given your location, yeah, I could imagine that.
I have.
It's a
It's
bitch.
not easy.
It's great. It's a great workout, but it hurts. So
Well,
that's the reason why I say
that,
you're a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So
Because
handful
of party
of miles.
speed.
Well,
Yeah.
party speed, the sand, you're really only a few miles away.
Right.
So it's just multiple factors that kind of play a factor into the into your ability to, move slowly.
That being said, my check was to decide if D was actually going to be smart enough to come up with, a good reasoning to not press forward, because 2 hours away, ordinarily she'd be like, let's just get it over with, but given our prior research before coming out this way and kind of knowing what to expect from the shantytown of Astraea, she would recommend actually holding off, because it wouldn't do us any good to go charging into town, after having wandered the desert all day and we're exhausted. We should save our strength.
Yeah. In that tracks.
So shall I set up the get the fuck away from us barriers? Or do you want me to teleport us to the Laputa again?
The Laputa would probably be safer, but
If we did the Laputa, could we come back? And those barriers you mentioned, I'm trying to remember if D ever actually stayed in like a tiny hut or whatever.
Private Sanctum, yes. Tiny hut, I don't think so.
Oh, either or.
You guys have been together long enough, I feel like, at this point, that you would know most of his repertoire, even if it's just through conversation.
Okay.
Especially since Deanoch is one of the most easier individuals for you to communicate with.
Right. I guess the bigger question is, does it protect against the elements?
From the elements? Hell yeah.
Oh.
yes.
Do we have a reason to go to the Laputa?
Just remember, coming back through teleportation would be one of his higher resources.
Yeah.
Right. As opposed to just staying right where we are.
Which would require a fourth and a third.
But you would then long rest and get those back.
Right. As opposed to a sixth, first thing in the morning.
Eighth or seventh first thing in the morning, because teleport is a seventh.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I can't remember off the top of my head. I haven't had it in several months.
So,
I would vote for probably just staying.
Yeah. Okay. Deanoch will start setting up Tiny Hut first, and then Private Sanctum.
Okay. Come on, where did my cursor go? There you are.
Casting both as rituals.
Okay.
So that I don't use spell slots.
Fair enough.
Just in case over the night we are attacked.
Understood. You guys, you, Deanoch, set up the tiny hut and the private sanctum. And then you guys begin to rest. Do you guys have a watch order?
Deanoch will take the first watch. Again, as always, Tim assisting.
I'll
And
take second.
afterwards, Tim will assist everyone on watch throughout the night. Let's have Yet take third.
Okay.
We can go after Yet if we need a fourth, but
2-hour watch each.
sure.
Good.
And before going, hang on. Let me make sure this works the way I think it does. Well, this will last for half your watch, but Valnar will give Dinoc, you were first, right?
Yep.
Valnar will give Dinoc Eyes of the Night, so he has 300-foot dark vision
Ooh.
for 1 hour. For 1 hour.
Okay.
Dinoc's like, I see everything, and everything is nothing because we're in a desert.
Yeah. Actually, Valnar will just give it to everyone, because it's up to 5 willing creatures.
There you go.
Oh.
Even though most of us are about to go to bed.
Yep. It'll literally
So
benefit.
You
Dinoc.
double my night vision.
Hey,
You have 150 feet of dark vision?
Wait, what number? I thought he said 100 feet.
No, you have 300
300.
feet.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, I was gonna
300.
say he should have like quadrupled your dark vision.
Look,
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Yeah, and my brain is getting stupider by the day.
Ah, dementia. Got it.
At this point, I'm not sure you're wrong.
Me. So. Yeah. So go ahead and make your perception checks for me. Starting with Dinoc due to him being the first.
Oh, that did his. Okay.
Doesn't he have the higher bonus anyway?
Yeah. What's weird is it's not casting to VT. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, he does have the higher bonus, so we'll use the first rolls and stuff. So, just for the sake of speed. So with a 16, night goes by pretty quickly and uneventful. You wake the next person. I think it's D.
That's me.
Yep. D, go ahead and roll your perception check, unless you want to use Tim's again, which I doubt it. 15 or...
Tim's might end up being slightly higher. Who knows?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, no, technically Tim would be giving him an advantage, so I'm still going to have D roll a second time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, Dinoc has basically the choice of using either or, but because Tim has a higher bonus, he would want to use Tim rather than his own. I'm assuming anyway. A +7 versus a +1 in that situation, so...
Yeah.
17's low for me, but that's what I got.
Yep. Okay. 17.
Wait, do I still have it? No, I already used my luck.
Okay. The thing that you notice during your watch here, kind of late into the evening, or late into the night, is you begin to hear a kind of a far off, like roaring sound. It sounds like some kind of feral beast. This just off in the distance and echoing around this emptiness that is the desert. Beyond that, you never see anything get too close to camp.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's pretty quiet. You do hear that kind of like snarling growl, or roar a few times during your watch, but eventually it fades and you don't hear it again for pretty much the remainder. Seemingly as it goes in a direction that is not towards you.
Good. Well, next person up will be Yet then, and I will relay that information to him before turning it over.
Neat.
One question. How do you do that?
Good point. Well, seeing as how I'm about to rest anyway, how does tongues work? Target communicates with speaker, signing any creature that knows at least one language can understand it if that creature can hear the speech or see the signing. So I can cast tongues on myself so that when I sign, Yets can understand it. There.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I picked that up specifically for those odd cases where, what if, since I do spend some time by myself from time to time, the ability to communicate with others.
Neat. All right. So he will roll, and his results will be a 18. Also, blinds, welcome to the chat. When you're able to, or welcome to the game, I guess. We're not really doing anything. We're just going over the night watch.
Sounds good.
Yeah. For Yet, Quiet Night never truly hears anything of importance. The wind continues to whip around the dome, and that's about it. Are you guys doing a fourth watch or no?
What time is it? Like I said, if we're doing 2 hours each.
Well, if you're doing 2 hours each, then yes, you will need a fourth watch.
Well,
which I think was me, wasn't it?
Yeah. $23 on a perception check.
8.
Okay. With the early mornings of, or the early hours of dawn, nothing truly stands out. The only thing that you notice is in the far distance, kind of toward the city, you see, again, this is just before the sun fully comes up. You begin to see these like blips of light that seem to kind of appear in the space closer to the city and stay there. From this distance, it's hard to make out what they are, but given your distance, your best guess is that they are some kind of like either floodlight of some kind or or like giant fire pillars.
Well, between those two, I'm gonna assume they're fire pillars, based on the whole not a lot of water on this island.
But the sun begins to rise, and the day is yours. As the dome comes down, as it reaches the end of its duration, the early morning cold and wind nip at your guys' flesh. But it is also pretty quickly replaced with a burning sensation almost as the temperature is drastically increasing. It is it is feeling like walking from like an ice bath into a sauna, but yet you're not moving.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
Yeah. Welcome to a desert, my man.
My desert level experiences come from playing Breath of the Wild
Oh.
and other such games.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'd be lying if I was saying that I have a lot more experience outside of that that game. I don't have a ton of experiences in deserts, at least not deserts of an extreme nature.
Power World, desert.
I mean, Pal World, Breath of the Wild, Michigan.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just dropping all the references to the wrong people tonight.
Indeed.
I don't need a job. Indeed, what? Anywho, the morning is yours.
Well, anything through the night?
D will inform Denock of the terrible roaring, growling, whatever noises I was hearing during my watch.
Valinor will bring up the lights over by the town.
Oh,
You're helping me not feel
can
stupid.
you see those lights still?
At this point, no. Between the sun, rising higher into the sky, and it becoming, bright, no. You cannot see them.
Well, on the one hand, who wants to put money on us having to deal with whatever was roaring out there?
When did Denock become a gambling man?
When it's a sucker's bet.
Just a gambling man.
I'll bet you 10 of your gold that we're gonna have to fight it.
I don't think that's how gambling works.
You think
Isn't
I'm
it,
crazy
though?
enough to donate my own?
Isn't that how gambling works, though? Because don't you borrow money to then go lose it at a casino or something?
Yeah, exactly. I bet 10 of your gold coins.
You pay the house for chips.
Well, I mean, what have you got to lose? Either I gain 10 coins from the party pot, or you keep the 10 coins.
Anyway.
Yes.
Ouch.
So
Call
again,
back to,
I
back
believe
when-
that at one point we will be facing whatever was roaring out there.
Yeah.
We should probably kill it.
Eventually.
Or we should just kill it.
Well, until then,
Or
perhaps we should get to civilization again.
And
Assuming we're-
restock on water.
Yeah, and obviously take a quick break for breakfast too, before walking.
I would imagine you guys would have refilled water skins before going to bed, assuming that Valnar had the spell slot for it.
Yeah, I definitely would have had the spell slot for it. I only cast one spell the other day.
I mean, I assumed as much, but you know what happens when you assume.
Yeah. yeah, you assume Valnar has the correct spells, and that's never correct.
So, you guys consume a light breakfast and you begin to set on your way towards the city again?
Yep. As we get
Yes.
closer, probably going to be careful and aware.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are you guys wanting to, like, try and stealthily approach, or are you
No.
guys...
Just
It's gonna be hard to do in the middle of the bright sun.
Mm-hmm.
not stealth.
But remaining
just
watchful, like perceptive.
Okay. So moving forward, kind of trying to keep your eye out for dangers and threats and things of that nature. You guys continue on your way towards the city. And after some time, you guys begin to see the city that is ahead of you. Excuse me. As you guys kind of begin to get closer, you guys notice that the city itself has these massive, like, exterior metal walls, and they go up probably about 25 feet or so, and at the tops, and kind of going around what looks to be the perimeter of the city, you can actually see these, like, massive sconces that are currently holding this, like, large burning fire. And as you guys kind of come close, there's this massive gate that's currently standing open, and if you look through, you can see another one on the other side. And you guys can hear just people yelling and shouting and what appears to sound like fighting. Not necessarily with weapons either, just almost what sounds to be like flesh on flesh. And the shouts...
Oh, it's a big old town bar brawl.
Kind of, yeah. The only difference really is the shouts and yells make zero fucking sense to any of you.
What do you mean?
Meaning people are yelling at the other people, random ass, from your guys' perspective, random ass sayings, things.
Okay.
Yeah, things like, I'm going to kill you. Well, that, and like things like, I will kill you and peel your flesh and eat your eyeballs. Why? No idea. You also hear things like blood for the blood god, and you're like, who the fuck is the blood god?
God damn.
And
If we entered a bandit town, is that what's going on?
Do not suss porn.
This is just a normal morning for them, right?
as far as you can tell,
This is just how they greet each other in the morning. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you and your cat. Okay.
yeah. One of the more creative ones I feel like you guys would hear would be something like, I'm gonna skull fuck your mother. So that's probably one of the more creative ones. But yeah, you're also kind of like, at the same time as you're walking in, just, the fuck? But you know.
Is anyone looking at us with hostile intent?
Make a perception check for me.
I'll join that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, 23. Now I can roll good.
Currently, no.
I guess we keep going, looking for an inn.
Question mark.
Yup. Being on high alert, of course.
Of course, yeah. The majority. So you get to the gates, and the noises are even louder here. The screaming and shouting, and I don't have an audio track. I really wish I did, but I'd probably be sued out the wazoo for the ones that I would want to use.
Does this seem like the kind of place where your friend would go?
Before answering that, are there any shirtless guys around?
Most of them.
Yes.
Valnar's just gonna go yes.
Ah, okay.
So take your thirst for Valnar and make it thirst for everyone.
Valnar's gonna choose to ignore that
Thirst?
whole thing.
I'm sorry. It's not a thirst. It's a desire for flesh.
I don't think you're helping your
eye
case.
is now twitching.
Of course, Valinar's eye twitching like he. I want to insight that. You're not supposed to be able to understand me, and I still catch on. Like,
Nat one, baby. Nat one.
Probably got sand in his eye.
So that
that's
he's disgusted by all the
amazing.
shirtless men around.
That's amazing.
I love that you guys are keeping this going.
My
Sometimes
dice continue to make me oblivious to Valinar's ability to understand.
sometimes the dice tell a beautiful story.
Uh-huh. Completely unaware of the fact that Valinor actually can understand everything I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I forget what I was gonna say. You interrupted me. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You're welcome.
It happens. I honestly don't remember now. My brain is drawing a blank on what I was about to say.
So, something about getting sued for different tracks that you wanted to use?
Before that.
Oh.
Or after that? I don't know. Yeah, it was You guys were looking for an inn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as you guys kind of step into the gate, you can actually see that, like, the majority of the center of the town is nothing but a massive, like, arena. It is literally just flat sand. And all of the buildings in this area are built, like, almost into the wall, kind of going around in the circles, not touching the gates. And in the middle is like a giant mosh pit where everyone appears to just be fighting. Or from what you can tell. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Who? Otherwise, there doesn't appear to be anybody like hostile looking at you, as of yet. It definitely seems like they are currently fully focused on their own individual problems.
Is there anyone who's just watching? Or is everyone we can see involved in this fight?
That's a great question. What did you roll? You rolled a 17. Okay. There appears to be that you can see one individual who is currently standing and watching. However, what confuses you is that they are standing in the middle of this maelstrom, like at its epicenter. And and as you look, you're like, oh, that's a big person. That's a really big person. That's a really big fucking girl. As this massive Goliath female stands in the middle of this pit, her massive arms just folded across her chest, just staring and watching as people fight, waiting what appears to be for somebody to approach her. As of right now, no one does.
I wonder why.
Now, on the one hand, we can do some fun things, or we can do the smart thing. The smart thing would be waiting until someone is done fighting and ask them. The fun thing would be walking through this to go to the Goliath woman and ask her.
So what you're saying is you need a rogue who could get in quickly and not be able to communicate now that I realize what I'm saying. I'm not gonna start throwing up gang signs at her. She's like, oh really?
Are you approaching me?
That would be fun, but terrible.
Okay, hang on a second. How far away is she? Did I miss that?
She's at the very center of this maelstrom, so it's hard to say for certain how far away she is. But you would imagine she's probably maybe like 100 or 150 feet or so, give or take, obviously.
Guys, do I want to ask her and see if she knows what's going on? My range is 160 feet for Mind Link.
That'll confuse her. Alternatively, we could start using area control spells and slowly kill off the population.
Let's not do that one.
That wasn't my idea. Where did that come from?
I'm going to look at Deanock for an explanation.
You don't want to know.
Okay. The offer still stands. Should I Mind Link and try to talk to her?
Well,
I mean, she may be the only one that survives this, whatever the hell they're doing.
Does it look like the fighting is slowing down anytime soon? Or is it just ramping up?
It kind of looks like a little bit of both. Like, it looks like it is kind of just starting, but you also see, more and more bodies on the ground as time passes. None of them dead, however.
Good. I guess.
Is there anyone on the ground near us who is still conscious?
Oh, conscious? No. Near you? Yes.
I'm tempted to throw a hypnotic pattern in the middle of it all.
Hey.
That would be really funny.
If you want to go murder hobo, you go murder hobo somewhere else away from all of us.
Hypnotic pattern doesn't hurt anybody. It just causes them all to be charmed and incapacitated.
And then they'll all figure out, hey, this person did it. Let's gang up on them.
I don't know how that's a you problem.
It only lasts for a minute, though, so it wouldn't be overly effective. It would just kind of stop the fighting for a little bit. For, like, that small section of people.
Valnar, if you would ask her what's going on.
Valnar will mind link with this.
We might as well get into the thick of it, right?
Yeah, may as well. Valnar will mind link with this female Goliath and ask her what the hell's going on.
You see the Goliath woman kind of still standing in the middle of all of this, and as you kind of mentally connect with her, she kind of turns her attention to you and your group, and in your mind,
will wave when she looks at us.
You see an eyebrow kind of arch at your friendly candor and wave, and she kind of just, in your head, you would hear kind of, morning practice. The fuck are you? How do? And she kind of looks at the distance between you guys.
Valnar shrugs. Always been able to do this. Also, we're new.
No. Okay, fantastic. Looks at your guys' equipment and stuff and kind of just goes, no weapons, no armor, ditch them, begin fist fighting. Go.
Okay.
Well, this is all involved. This is.
Go. Why not?
Hell no.
I think I'll stay out of it. Strength is D's lowest stat.
You can technically punch with with dex.
Oh, I can punch with dex?
Yeah, you just don't add it. You just don't have a modifier to it. Because it's one. Because you can punch with your dex, but you still would be 1 plus your strength modifier, and in this situation, it would still be a minimum of 1 point of damage.
Oh, because mine just says a flat 0.
Regardless.
So I'm assuming Valnar and Yet are probably the only ones joining in.
If my strength went any lower, I would be healing people by doing -1 damage with every punch.
Would Asta join in on this fist fight?
I heard always.
It is.
So that's 3.
I mean, is it really necessary?
No,
It,
but is
if
it
it's part of
fun?
if it's part of their culture, I mean, it doesn't look like anybody's actually dying here. She says it's just practice.
Yeah.
Okay. No armor. There goes my cloak of protection. There goes my studded leather. And no weapons, just my fists. Alright, well. Here goes.
You guys choose to join the, the chaos. And you guys have those of you who choose to partake, you guys fight, and several of you do not do so well. A couple of you do okay. But my question for you guys, let's be real. Does anyone attempt to challenge the big lady?
I will challenge.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's going to. Okay.
Amazing.
Oh boy.
Can you remind me what your strength modifier is again?
+5.
+5. Okay. And without any armor or anything like that, what is your AC? I mean, you're a barbarian. You probably don't have any armor anyway, so it probably hasn't
17.
changed. Okay.
17 without my shield.
Okay. Yeah. So I will say for this, as you approach and you kind of challenge her, she kind of cocks this eyebrow, this really large, like this kind of like really high arch of a brow, and she can like see as you approach your kind of combat paralysis with a fist, and can definitely tell that you are big and strong, and that you are not, the best well trained with your fists, obviously. You're, like I said, you're big and you're strong, and you can take a beating. Like, those are your fist fight parameters, we'll say. And she recognizes and acknowledges that. And as you approach, let's see. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's an 18. As you approach and you step into swing, she immediately is going to like step towards and into your punch. For the sake of this, go ahead and roll an attack roll with as an unarmed strike, please.
Like a strength roll, basically.
Yes, but I think, yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, I might have. Yeah, I have an unarmed strike.
Okay, that'll work.
Modified 20.
Right. I was like, hold on. Why do you have a plus 10? Oh yeah, strength and your guys' proficiency bonuses are high enough, are that high now. As you like step into like and punch, you just kind of almost like haymaker swing. She steps in and you can see that your punch, like as you try to like correct, kind of glances and off of the side of her extremely dense cheek, like cheek and chin. And she strikes you in like the stomach. Can you make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, please?
Disadvantage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
$19.
Or
So used to rolling both at the same time.
Oh,
no.
11
that one.
or a natural 1. Amazing. Her fist slams into your stomach, and she then stands up kind of like shoulder by shoulder, crosses her arms again, and she says it quietly enough that you can hear her, but practically no one else. And she just kind of goes, "Good try. Not today." And you crumple onto the ground, and your face first into the sand, just double overed in pain, and like your muscles just not responding to your demand to move. Is anyone close enough to witness this? I feel like everyone, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Probably.
Cool. Yeah, the rest of you, wisdom saving throws.
Oh yeah, I definitely saw it.
Oh, that's fine. Where's my?
Including me.
There we go.
16 wisdom save.
You had 2
25.
already. Yeah, you had 2 already, Valinar.
Oh, I didn't see the first one. Sorry.
I don't know why it popped. I don't know why it was there either. 16, D-Knock 19. Yeah, you didn't need to roll, but I do need Asta's.
Okay. $19.
19. Okay. So everyone except for Valinar fails. You guys all get like it's not the actual frightened condition, but there is this like bead of sweat of like, oh fuck, kind of that just goes like that just runs down your back. Valinar, you see it and you're like, damn, and then you're instantly like, that's a martial artist. Like that's like you understand that what she did to Yet was not just power and strength. It's not that she's more powerful than Yet. It's that she just beat she almost performed the equivalent of kicked him in the nuts. Like you know that whatever it was that she did wasn't like a haymaker like what Yet went for on her. It
wasn't a general punch, it was a precision strike.
Yeah, precisely.
And when our biggest, strongest member is taken down in one hit, the rest of us aren't. I would probably die for one hit.
Yeah, the rest of you.
Correction, second biggest and second strongest.
Okay, Tim. She would hit him hard enough to be banished.
Well, I'll just give a respectful nod. and go back to the fight he's probably losing.
Deanoch will respectfully just kind of be like,
Excuse me, pardon me.
as he goes over to Yet and tries to quote help him out of the ring, unquote.
Uh-huh.
Basically just kind of like trying to part the Red Sea.
Literally
just-
at this point.
Excuse me, my throat's just kind of being like,
Make way for the downed elephant. Excuse me.
Excuse me, pardon me.
The elephant in
Coming
the
through.
room was addressed.
be like the be like Miss Barth from Mark Lowry's story.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me.
If anyone gets that reference, congratulations. You know good entertainment.
I don't know good entertainment, and I admit it.
So as you guys are going about your day, whether you're winning or losing, there are plenty of different fights to partake in. However, given your guys' just vastly superior, like HP and damage output, even for the weaker of the group, you guys are some of the last ones standing. And excuse me. And you get a sense of of being impressed by the large Goliath lady. Clearly not having expected you guys to show up and just last as long as you do. And by after a while, the lady effectively kind of goes, "All right, enough." And you can see after a moment, I heard after a moment that
was perfect, actually.
The people just stop fighting. And she kind of just goes, "Great job! Slap someone awake and get to the dregs." And you'll see her begin walking off towards one of the buildings, and you hear a lot of the people just, "Yeah!" And you can hear them hooping and hollering as they run over to someone they know and just bitch slap him across the face and and then help him stand up, and then they take off running towards these buildings on the outside of the perimeter.
That was a thing.
Deanoch will call out to the woman.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Aye.
We are new to the entire town, and just in general, what the fuck was all that?
She kind of looks back over her shoulder and then just kind of juts a thumb and goes, "Practice."
For what?
She kind of like looks at you and just kind of like, how new are you to area?
We just crossed the desert yesterday.
Her eyes like narrow, and you can see that she unfolds her hands from her chest, kind of fists kind of clench for a moment. From where you come from? Does somebody in Oxenford send you, or are you here for other reasons?
We were not sent by anyone. We are searching for a friend of ours, but we did come from Oxenford recently.
Okay. I'll choose to believe you for now. And she crosses her arms again and kind of just goes, "So if you're looking for a friend, why do you participate in practice?"
Those three just thought it would be fun.
And
Except
you?
nothing happens.
I am not a martial artist myself. That would be my wife. I am more of the magical nature.
And I just light a flame in my hand.
She cocks an eyebrow and kind of just goes, "Uh-huh. Do you partake in the dregs?"
If I had a clue what that was, I would be able to answer you.
She kind of gets this like wicked and devious smile, and she kind of goes, "Interesting. We yet have our morning laps. If you participate, we'll give you a loaner, and you, I don't know, there are 5 of you. If you can place in the top five, any one of you in the top 5, we'll give you all the answers you could want. Or you can wait here till we return and hope Sandworm don't eat you."
Sandworm?
I'm sorry, Sandworm?
I eat sandworm for breakfast.
Sandworm.
Oh dear. I hope that's a nickname and not an actual... It's not a nickname, is it?
No.
Morning laps like running the
Oh,
desert?
dear.
So is this like a dune sandworm or is it a worm?
What is Dune?
You know, like a giant worm that comes out of a sand dune.
Denox's going to use Mage Hand and just cover Yet's mouth.
He's doing it again,
Lord.
guys. He's breaking the fourth wall. We need
I'm
to.
not breaking the fourth wall. What are you talking about? It comes out of the sand dune.
So partake in the dregs translates to morning laps like running or what?
No, the legs are what we use for our lap.
It might be better if you just show us. Or have
Yeah,
have someone come and show us.
Of course. She'll look around and she'll be like, "Well, you'll see in a moment, actually." And she smiles and kind of turns and starts walking towards one of the buildings again, and she kind of yells back over her shoulder. After you've been satisfied with your response, either let me know so that we can get you a loner, or stay for the and wait. And as you guys are kind of like cocking an eyebrow, kind of looking at each other, and just kind of like, what the fuck? D. That sound you heard last night, the roar.
The roar.
Oh no.
It comes blaring into your ears from about probably 40, 50, and 100 feet away, and it comes in a cacophonous noise of dozens of them. And as you look around, kind of jumping, almost preparing to fight in a way, you guys see the denizens of Australia burst out of these buildings, these hovels that they kind of have on the edges of this town, riding these metal monstrosities that have fire kind of burning from the underneath and behind. Think Mad Max.
I thought so.
Are we legit in a Mad Max setting here?
Kind of.
Oh, so the roaring, it wasn't a creature. It was
motorcycles.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I thought you were about to... When you said they were coming in masses, I was like, please don't tell me this was a sandworms.
Yeah, no, the sandworms here are actually shapeshifters, and they can make you think that they're humans, and... Ooh, that's a good idea. Write that down for the next campaign.
Wait, they're riding motorized sandworms? I don't know.
No, they're effectively riding like these different kinds of like Mad Max and Borderlands style like vehicles that you find like in the deserts and sands. They appear to be powered by fire, however. So there is like literal fire burning from like where the motor of these devices are, propelling things forward and acting as a fuel source of some kind.
Wow. All right.
Oh.
So these must be dregs. How do you roll an R with your hands?
You just say these must be drags.
Close enough.
Because you don't.
Wait, was she saying dregs or drags?
She was saying dregs, but it's
okay.
But it would be spelled like drags due to the way that due to the language and the way that her enunciation is.
So we're gonna be riding drag racers.
Kind of, yeah.
So learner vehicles. Oh boy.
Loner vehicles.
Loner, not
Yeah.
learner. Wow.
Loner.
Her accent really threw me off.
I gave you guys a couple of hints at it, a little bit of foreshadowing.
Rip. I return to what we talked about the other day.
I know.
You are giving 5th grade questions to kindergartners.
I didn't say they weren't difficult.
You are giving 5th grade questions to adults who are not been in school for many years.
Hey,
What school?
It's like I said, they were minor, subtle hints that you had to like pick apart my meaning for this. I wasn't anticipating anyone getting it, which is kind of the whole point of what I said. But the first one, just for for fun, it was the roar that I did. I tried to make it so that it was like loud and then kind of quieter as it kind of dragged on over the night watch. And then the loner word that I used that word specifically kind of to lean back towards like, a loaner vehicle kind of a thing.
Yeah, I heard
So.
learner
No.
because of her accent.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I don't know what she was exactly talking about here. I'm not putting two and two together, and now I get it.
Like I said, it was not something I anticipated anyone picking up on, but if they would have, it would have been a very big, bravo to them.
Now, I do have to wonder,
I don't think anyone besides... Wow, my throat is really doing a thing today. I don't think anyone besides me in the last 10 seconds remembered that we're in a steampunk society.
That's also fair. But yeah,
I mean,
that's...
I feel like I gave some direction for this, but left a lot of it open to interpretation for Rip, so that I could be just as equally surprised.
I really don't even remember what you wrote for this shanty.
You're pretty much grasping it, yes. Now, I did originally say that they crossed the desert on Wallaroos, which were animal-pulled vehicles, but
yeah, and
this takes the cake.
that was nearly 2,000 years ago too. Like,
yeah.
So
they've definitely upgraded. Now, I have to wonder what would be the best skills and or stats for driving a vehicle if you've never done it before.
So, fun fact, it's all already in D&D. There is a thing that so there are ways to become proficient in vehicle driving. You can primarily get proficiency in land or water vehicles, is what it says specifically. However, due to this setting, none of you have it. Even if your background or whatever says that you do, you don't. So,
because different vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, different vehicle and that vehicles don't exist. If Katya was here, I'd maybe allow her to be proficient in it. But she's not, so I don't have to worry about that. However, it's all wisdom based.
Also remember that you utterly nerfed my island's technology into the dirt.
Oh, that's right. You have.
I had high-end Magitech.
You did. So I forgot about that. So you. Given your family, though, would you have wanted to learn to drive? Because your family was high enough society that you could have very easily have been ushered around or chauffeured around.
No, D-Doc would have been driving a hearse.
And the only reason why your technology got nerfed a little bit was because of Torben. Sorry. It's coming back.
Torbit strikes again.
Yeah. Yeah, so that also means that Asta would have some knowledge of that. Asta being a little rebel, I feel like would probably have that proficiency, and not gonna lie.
I think Enoch would be more into a car than a motorcycle.
Okay. There are, and I'm not gonna, there are some that are, they have four wheels and, would operate like a car. Not all of them are strictly motorcycles. So
there's the slightest familiarity, right? Like, oh, this is a motor vehicle. I at least know the wheels go forward.
Yes. The wheels go round and round. So you think that he would have learned to drive then?
Yes.
Okay.
But he has not used one in quite a few years. I will say that.
Okay.
He basically would have learned before meeting Gorbach.
Ooh, okay. So my plan.
Until...
Go ahead.
Okay. He basically stopped riding. driving at all about a year or two after she died. Or was frozen.
Gotcha. Okay. What I'm gonna say then is for you specifically, you can choose. So basically what this is gonna boil down to is it's gonna be a skill challenge. Um, I will allow you to add your proficiency modifier to 2 checks of your choice.
Was that for everyone?
No, that's just for Denoc.
Gotcha.
Asta, on the other hand, given her background and how she would have been more of a street rat kind of person, I feel like she probably would have become familiar enough with, driving, stealing vehicles that I feel like she would have proficiency in this. Because isn't her... I'm trying to remember what her background is. Does anybody remember, like, her actual background?
What not back?
Loading. Urchint. Yeah. I think that's, I think that counts.
Yeah, street urchin. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would,
Hey, me too. No, but they weren't vehicles for my place.
No, there were not.
Unless you count like carriages, maybe.
Like, I would say yes in that regard, but these are not carriages.
They're not carriages, no.
So, yeah.
I can argue if you're riding like a motorcycle, that does require some ability, some acrobatics ability.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
But that's
saying
you already know how to operate it.
correct. So wisdom is going to be kind of like the main default check. There may be times when there may be like an obstacle or like a turn or something like that that I would allow for you to use, dexterity rather than the wisdom. But wisdom is the default kind of choice.
Good thing my wisdom isn't tanked like Katya.
Yep. So that being said, do you guys want to participate?
Yeah.
Sure.
Denoc's like, oh.
My childhood.
Oh.
I don't want to
This-
by a sandworm.
This could be difficult.
It can be very difficult. Depends on how fast a learner you are. I also feel like some modicum of intelligence is important here.
But yes, Denoc will take a loner.
Okay. So Denoc's playing.
Valinar will go.
Valinar. All right. D. What about the blinds?
Do what?
Are you guys?
Are you going to join us in the motorcycles?
Yes, we will be joining you on the motorcycle.
Okay. All right. So everybody is going to participate. Okay. The Goliath woman basically, as you tell her, opens up a shed kind of near her place where inside you see several dozen, like, clearly used and beaten up, like, vehicles. And she kind of just... These all run? again, loaners, so they haven't been, used or well maintained as of recently. But their previous owners took good care of them.
It just depends on how long those... It's been since they've been ridden by their previous owners. Yes?
Most of them about a week.
Oh.
That's a while. Okay.
We leave in a few minutes. Good luck. Try not to die. And you see that she'll jump on her vehicle, which is like a motorcycle that has like just spikes everywhere. And she
full Mad Max.
Mm-hmm. And you do see that like on the like kind of on the what are those called? Where the long handlebars kind of go down to the to like where the wheel is. You do see like a I guess it would be a sheath where there is this like large kind of like club basically kind of just sat and is just being held there. And she sits down and takes off to the what effectively would be the south gate. As you guys grab a vehicle, and I'm assuming everybody is going to take their own vehicle.
That increases the odds of winning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody grabs a vehicle. If you guys would like to imagine what they would look like and then describe them, I will allow it. Otherwise, look up vehicles from Mad Max, guys, and that's what they look like.
Okay. I'm going to use an ATV.
Okay. Amazing.
I'm definitely going with a motorcycle that you could tell at one point it had purple paint on it, but it seems to have greatly faded with time and abrasive dust.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys. So this, just as an FYI, Dinok, this is going to be the one time I'm going to say you cannot add your proficiency bonus to this check. But I want everybody to make a wisdom check just to kind of like get the vehicles out and started.
A 21.
11.
Hot damn, fast learner.
Is it not rolling?
I don't see it.
Hey, I'm gonna try again then.
Okay.
Archer had a description for her bike already.
Cool. She's welcome to share it.
Oh.
Carrier.
Wow.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, D-Nuck.
I mean, it kind of works. You're like, okay, how does this work again? You get it started, and you're like, okay, awesome, I've got it. And you go to take off, and you kill it, like you're driving a manual.
He's like, I got this.
I got this. I'm familiar with this.
Somehow.
You just
Somehow.
kill it. Like, I feel like it's a 2 for Yet. I like the idea of Yet just grabbing like a bike or like a small bike out of the area, thinking like, oh, it's small, so therefore I will go faster, more aerodynamic. And he sits on it, and the wheels just go. And that's his. That describes his 2.
I think Yet just grabs anything that has a tusk on it.
And starts walking.
Like it doesn't matter if it's living or not. It's just something with a tusk.
That's what you go back and grab as you then, move forward and Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
You go to grab something, and as you're grabbing it, a guy walks up and says, "Hey, that's my grandma's wheelchair. Gimme!"
Well, I'm taking it.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you guys get devices. Yet Denock, and Denock, you guys have a little bit of a trouble, kind of like getting them started and going initially, but eventually you're like, okay, it's got to be a little bit easier off of the clutch and things like that, and you eventually take off and get over to the main gate, where everybody is seemingly have gathered. People kind of have turned off their motors and are yelling, hooping and hollering, and there's a few of them now who are yelling things like, sorry, distracted. Or sorry, like squirrel. They're yelling things like, like, let it begin, let it begin. And there's others who are kind of like waiting patiently, and then you can see another few individuals kind of like trying to tell the Goliath lady to like let's go already. And as you guys kind of approach, she's standing kind of beside her bike, and she kind of goes, she's kind of like, okay, we're going to do the one lap, but we're going to do the I need the name for it. We're gonna do the dry pit route today. Let's go. And she turns and sits down, and as the rest of the motors start up, after hers, everyone lurches and takes off into the desert, kind of following the trail.
Question.
Yes.
How fast does it look like these go?
To your horror, there is no speedometer on them.
Just drive.
I'm more asking for Tim's sake.
Oh, Tim's movement speed is what?
40 if I
not enough.
Remember.
No, these things are going to, like, as long as your check isn't like a fail where you would like crash and burn nearly, these things can very easily move at 100 feet per round.
Okay, Tim is going to latch on.
Sure.
100 feet, 7 seconds feels real slow for a motorcycle.
I said easily.
Easily.
You can push them harder, but that increases the DC.
Oh, okay.
So, do I have anything that will be a good fit here? Is this one a good fit? Yeah, that kind of works.
Sounds like a motorcycle.
Yeah, that one kind of works. You guys begin racing through the desert, following behind as many people, as close to the leader as you can.
Because we don't know where we're going.
Right. And you guys feel the wind rushing past you. The power of the vehicles underneath you is, for some people, exhilarating. And and it is a wild experience writing something like this for the first time, and then doing it in a desert is odd as well. For this first leg of this challenge, I want everyone to make that wisdom check. As you, that was a bad idea. As you guys are racing as fast as you can towards the behind the leader, the group leader, that is.
Wisdom check.
21.
Oh, 6.
Okay, you said I get 2, right?
Correct.
I'm going to use that.
Okay, so that's an immediate +5 to your roll.
Oh.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'll accept the reroll on that. If you would prefer to do a reroll, I'll allow that over an immediate +5 if you want.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll tell
I
you
feel
what.
like a reroll is just fair.
I'll tell you what. You can decide. You can either choose to do a reroll or the bonus. Just let me know which. Does that sound acceptable?
That's better for a 16.
Yeah. Yep. So you have the 16 now with a reroll. D has a 6, Asta 20, Yet a 15, Valnar 21. Yep. Okay.
D, don't forget, can't you do Dex instead of Wisdom?
Not for this check. I will let him know when he can do a Dex instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because so Dex is going to be like when there is basically like when there is an obstacle, when he has to shift or navigate the bike, or when anyone does, sorry, shift or navigate the bike, I will allow for you to use dexterity instead of wisdom, because that is a little bit more about balancing and moving and things like that. Whereas right now you guys are kind of going in a straight line. You need more of like this, like more of basically like this perception to know where people are versus you, and speed and things like that. So that wisdom check is a little bit more what we're going for here. Now, with that, D, you do fall behind. You fall behind kind of the rest of the pack here, kind of bringing up the rear. I will say you were not in like last place, but you are definitely not near the leaders at the moment.
Still getting used to the actual driving part. Getting it started was easy, but actually driving it with a group, not as much.
And you guys continue racing these funnels of dust and dirt beginning to like kick up and flow behind the group of you. Many people are now wearing and pulling down like these goggles and pulling masks and stuff up over their faces.
I could do the mask.
Many of you don't have these materials, and so in order to accommodate, you guys kind of branch out a little bit, kind of creating this like V or nearly triangle formation. As you guys continue
Valnar's
to
glasses protect his eyes?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Could I use Mage Hand to sort of...
Fuck it, I'll allow it. That sounds funny.
Oh shit! If you can do that, I can do it too.
Yeah, but you can't see him do that, so it wasn't. So you don't have the original idea. Yeah, you don't have the original idea.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty interesting. I just imagine like there's like a hand covering your eyes, but because it's translucent, you can see through it.
Yeah. Now, I may not have any kind of eye covering, but D does have like a scarf or something that she can pull up over her face.
Easy enough to do. As the group kind of continues to go, you see the leader kind of begin to turn as they make this large kind of like arc, taking this trail that you guys don't currently see. And as you guys kind of come up to this next area, you can see that there's a patch of ground with the sand that appears to have like hardened and is now more of like that dry, kind of like dry desert kind of ground. Kind of think like what the ground kind of looks like in holes, where it's kind of like that hard cracked kind of material. And as you watch the leader as she is going, you'll see that she looks around and she'll grab her club from the edge of her from the sheath that she has it in, and going she'll move it into her kind of like left hand, and you'll watch as she slams the ground and drags it along behind her, and you'll see that there are parts of the cracked dirt and ground here that begin to, like, as the vibrations of the bikes and the dragging of the club kind of hits, you see basically holes beginning to open up in this area. They're not so massive that you're gonna fall in and like eat shit a lot, but they're like large potholes. Yeah, large potholes, borderline sinkholes in some ways. So here's your next kind of challenge. This is going to be one that if you would prefer to use dexterity, you can. So here's your next set of checks. Wisdom or dexterity for this area.
You know what? Dexterity.
I'm gonna throw some luck in there.
I'll take a 19.
Oh, that's a
11
9.
and 7 is 18. I can accept this.
Valinar, you're going the wrong way.
You know what? Screw it. I have an inspiration for some reason. I'm just gonna use it.
Sure.
13. That's better.
13. Yeah, everyone passes in this area.
Nice.
As you guys zig and zag and whip your vehicles around these areas, you guys are
hit that nay.
you are not slowed down in this area. D, you actually make up some ground in this area. You don't catch back up to like your party members, but right. you are no longer like way behind them. Now you're like basically now you're like, okay, I can see yet in the cloud of dust in front of us. Like you're able to like see them and stuff. So you're like I said, if we're doing like a race of like top 10 as an example, you're like in 11th basically.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you guys continue, and as you guys continue to race, the leader revs even harder now, and you see her bike accelerate at a almost concerning rate. The fire on her motor burning higher. You can actually see it in some areas going past her knees. Kind of worried about possibly possibly burning herself. You see her race forward and basically hit a sand dune and go airborne.
Oh.
Would you guys like to accelerate?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Would it be a wisdom check if I do?
What about a strength check for me?
So, sorry, let me rephrase. If you would like to accelerate, the acceleration is something that you can just do. It affects the next DC check that you have. And I'm not going to tell you how.
Okay.
Because you're playing follow the leader right now.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna accelerate.
Yeah, accelerate.
Yeah,
I
'cause
will
otherwise I'm gonna fall
too.
behind.
All right, Denox accelerating. Valinar, what did you say?
Accelerate.
Accelerate. Asta and Yet.
We will accelerate.
Okay. Everybody accelerates. So as the leader, goes faster, you guys gun it as well, attempting to keep up. And as you guys hit this dune, all of you, boom, airborne, and you can hear the bikes underneath you as there's nothing to grab hold of now for the motors and stuff. And you guys sail a good fair distance. However, as you look down, there's really no reason why you needed to go airborne. So the DC is increased slightly on this. I'm not going to say it's massive. It's not a massive increase, but the DC is slightly higher now. Because landing on something that you are unfamiliar with, Denoc, you on default have advantage on this one because you are on a vehicle, on a car-like vehicle that you declared that. But everybody needs a wisdom check.
Damn it.
This one's about positioning and knowing how to put it underneath you.
21.
Yeah, 21 from Valinar, 5 from D.
I am not getting that any higher.
11 from Asta, 17 from Yet. 18 from
I will take the
Denoc.
18.
Okay. Valinar, Yet, and Denoc. You guys land without issue. You and continued going, taking off.
As Denoc lands, he's grinning something fierce.
Yeah, big old grin.
It turns out if Denoc had taken up racing, he'd probably be going all the way.
Huh. Where's my pen? What the fuck?
I stole it. That's why I was so distracted with my wisdom save.
Anyway. So we have Valinar, Yet, and Denoc behind the leader at the moment. Asta, you land and you do that thing like where the thing kind of like wobbles and you're fighting it to get it back under control, and you nearly wipe out, but you get it back under control and don't fall, but you do fall behind a little bit. D.
Yes.
You eat shit.
Of course.
You land and you ass over tea kettle. I'm not going to give you any damage just because it's not worth it at your guys' level. It hurt. Your pride hurts more. As you then see, because as you're kind of lying on the ground, kind of, ow, you watch as the rest of the pack basically vroom, 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 like either over you or beside you or, around. Nobody stops to check on you. Everyone sees you. And you get yourself back up and back up and moving again. But you can tell that you are behind now. The rest of you guys, I need to make a check real quick for the rest of the pack. Yeah. At this point, you guys are keeping up with the leader, and you can see that some of the people behind now are beginning to surge forward, and you can see that they are gunning it. And you guys can kind of tell now, as you have a moment to kind of look and kind of get your bearings a little bit, you can tell now that you guys are heading back towards the city, and that it is practically a straight shot going forward from here. For this last part, it is all about speed. So
I will push it.
I will allow you guys to basically just push, and this is one of those times too where I'm going to allow dexterity for your in place of your wisdom check if you so desire. But
Good.
this is the last check.
Okay.
As you guys
I'm pushing it hard.
Hard. Okay, so I'll say full.
Hard.
I'll say basically you'll full throttle, just kind of
Yeah.
trying to catch up and everything. So
'Cause I gotta catch up now. Even if it starts to burn me a little, I'm gonna keep going.
okay, that increases your particular DC by, by a fair amount. It'll increase your DC by 10.
Oh.
Okay.
He's going full throttle. He is all out. Full throttle, all
Very
out.
luck.
You are literally, testing your limit, and it is increasing the DC by 10 for him. Now, you guys do not have to go that fast. You guys know that just going, you have a shot at, sticking with the group. But you do need to try to place in the, what did I say, top
5.
Top
5? Yeah, top 5. At least one of you does.
What is the order?
So right now, as people are surging forward, you are kind of in like the middle of like a group of, I'm gonna say probably 10 people, with the leader out in front of the rest of you. So there's 11 people around you, the 4 of you. So there's 7 other people around you, and right now you guys are all kind of in the same like clumped area. If you had to hazard a guess, I think, hold on, let me go back here a little bit.
So did our airtime not give us any time boost?
You got to remember, there's like, this is like, you guys are traveling with like a pack of like 50 plus people.
Okay, you never said the number.
Sorry, I apologize if I did not. That's on me. I thought I did. So you guys are, pretty far out there, and you also have to understand too, these are individuals who know where they're going. They know what is ahead, so they are accelerating before you, so they have a couple of seconds to gain on you before you guys are like, oh shit, and then taking off on your own. So I would say right now, just due to the history of the checks, D-Knock, you are probably the closest to the front of the group. With I want to say with Asta next, and then Valinar in there as well, with a couple of people kind of around you guys. There's probably a few that are like right next to you, the 3 of you, but beyond that, you guys are kind of, like I said, in a pack. I would say you, D-Knock, would probably be towards the front of that pack, however. Just because I think you've had the most consistent and high checks.
I'm going to accelerate then.
Okay. Are you also wanting to go full out?
No.
Okay.
I'm only doing it because I'm dead last.
Yeah. So
Valinar's. Oh, sorry.
So I'm gonna put a number perspective on this for everybody, so that I can get a general idea of what everybody wants. Excuse me. So, the question that I have is, do you want the so it'll be for the DC. Do you want the DC to stay the same, or what it would be normally? Do you want the DC to increase by 3? Do you want it to increase by 5, 7, or 10? for your acceleration and purposes of, navigating the course. Those are your choices. Basically 0, 3, 5, 7, 10. So we know
if you opt for the 10 like me, the only way you're gonna get it is with a nat 20.
You don't know what the bonus is, and remember, you can use dexterity, so you have a better bonus to your dexterity.
Yeah. Still.
So I know what D wants, D-Knock.
What is everyone else speeding up to?
Like the people around you?
Yeah.
You would see that a lot of them are immediately within your group. A lot of them are doing the 5 or 7. And then people who are way behind you, you can hear that they are doing the 10, just attempting to catch up.
Yeah, I was.
But yeah, the only person that is in your like near you that you can tell that are doing like the all out is the leader. Like literally, she is the only one who is doing like the all out. Everybody else is doing roughly the 5 to 7. There are a couple who are only doing the 3. But I would say the majority of people are doing the 5.
Okay.
Let me put it. I'll put this into. You're incredibly smart, D-Knock. Let me put this a little mathematically for you. If you do the 5 and succeed at the check, you will place in the top 5. If you fail the check, you will not.
Okay, I'll go 5.
Okay. And I'm giving that to you because you can do the calculations. You are incredibly intelligent.
I just smart boy. So I get smart boy kings.
Yeah.
Valnar is not really sure he's doing this, but he kind of just wants to go all out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where Yet is too.
Okay. Okay.
Go
So
big or
all
go
out.
home.
All out for you guys. Asta?
Roaring the fuck out of it. Awesome. How big do you want to go? She said yes.
Okay, so we have everybody but D-Knock going all out. So I like
Per
this.
usual, D-Knock is the only sensible one.
Yeah.
I'm in last place. I got nothing to lose, so.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So that
Can I
being
use my
said,
inspiration to give myself advantage?
Sure. I'll let you guys burn rerolls if you want. So for everybody who is going all out, your DC is 24.
I need a nat 20.
For well, dexterity, remember? You can use dexterity for this.
That is with this dexterity.
I thought your dexterity was higher than that. Okay.
I have a plus 4
can I
dexterity,
use my
flat
strength
dexterity.
To, like, yank this where I need it to go.
We're on a straight line.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's got you're either dexterity or wisdom. D-Knock, for you, because you're doing the 5, your DC is 19.
13.
Here we go. Oh, 21.
Dang it.
I'm
22.
really close. If I had a way to boost it,
21.
which I don't.
I mean, you also have your proficiency bonus, so you might as well use that for 26. Because you got that free
D-Knock?
one yet. Yeah, for D-Knock.
Ah.
I mean, I don't need it, but sure.
I know, but it'll get you a little bit of something.
Oh, I don't suppose I could have guidanced myself, could I, while driving?
Ooh, that. I will say yes, but I want you to re-roll using dexterity.
Okay.
Because that is definitely more of a dexterity check.
All right.
Well, actually-
sorry,
Fire and
lost the roll
forget.
anyway.
Look, you rolled the same number anyway, so.
Damn. It puts me at a 22 again.
I'm pretty sure that's a 22.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Can I like
the universe really wants me to have a 22
or something?
Hold on. What's that, Valnar?
The universe really wants me to roll a 22.
Apparently. What were you saying, D?
Can I like shoot frostbite at like another person's vehicle to slow them down? So I don't have to be absolute last.
I mean, we're not trying to be hostile with these guys.
Well, she dragged the club out and started breaking up the ground, so I thought like anything goes.
She also could have just left the dirt where it was and let you hit those holes unexpectedly as the dirt gave away.
That's also true.
Yeah, she was kind of showing us, hey, here's some obstacles. Watch out, guys.
That is a way of perceiving it, but it's however your character would perceive it.
I haven't seen anybody else do anything kind of like that though, so probably best not to pick a fight.
Okay. Okay.
Damn. I'm so close on that check though.
Yeah, maybe you should have saved your Dark One's blessing.
But, yeah.
Let's see. So, do we have everybody? I think we're missing Asta, aren't we? I think we're missing Asta's check. She can use dexterity.
Damn. I was really gunning for that. She got the nat 20.
She did.
Oh my god. At least somebody did.
Yeah. Let's see. Valnar.
That's what I was trying for.
18. What did Yet get? Where did Yet go? Yet got a 13. Okay.
Yeah, it's just middle of the pack average.
Okay. So, as you guys come blaring into the town. Excuse me. And coming to a stop, you guys realize your order. I'm going to go ahead and stop this because we no longer need the dramatic music. You have the leader at the front of the pack who turns around and sees Dinok followed by Asta pulling in behind her.
Ooh, second and third.
You see Valinar entering in the technically 6th place behind her. So you're the 5th one after the leader to enter. And then behind then after you there are 2 other individuals, and then there's Yet. And then you have probably 60% of the rest of the group, and then D arrives.
Hey, I'm not last.
No, there are people who absolutely would have failed that check. And as everything kind of comes to a halt, kind of in the center of the town again, you can see this massive lady kind of raising her eyebrow, kind of impressed that the 2 of you, Dinok and Asta, come in right behind her. Like I think from what you can tell, she kind of expected one of you guys to place in the top 5. She didn't expect 2 of you to place in the top 5, and she sure as hell did not expect the 2 of you to place 2nd and 3rd within the top 5.
So what's hilarious is that it's the 2 of us who have prior knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the funny part.
Yeah. And as the rest of the groups kind of disperse and go to their homes, as the bikes kind of come to quiet, she kind of yells to the rest of everybody, "All right, about to the business. I'll see you this evening." And she slowly walks and approaches the group of you, and she looks to the tall one and the short one, and she kind of goes, "You act like you've driven before. When'd you learn to ride?"
It's been a few years for me.
She cocks an eyebrow.
Not used to automatic transmissions.
You did very well. As promised, we can have conversation over anything you would like. Let's put the legs back, please. And for the sake of speed, you guys put everything back. And she leads you into like a small kind of hovel room off of one of the sheds where she parks her bike. And you can see these buildings, they're made primarily out of metal. With like small kind of like furnaces kind of like in the in a couple of different locations within the things. And as she leads you into this other room off of one of these like garages, quote unquote, she steps in and like kicks a bed that flops up into a wall, and then like sits at like a desk that is way too small for her. And she pulls a drawer out and sets out like 6 glasses, and pulls a big round bottle of a brown substance and just pours a heavy pour of liquid into each, and she puts the stopper back in and sets it back in the drawer and picks up her own, gesturing to the drinks in front of the rest of you. As she then leans back in her chair and puts her feet up on the desk and takes a heavy drink from it. And
How strong is the smell of alcohol from these?
Strong enough that you can smell it before you get close to the glass.
So if Denoch had nose hairs, they'd be burning?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And she... So...
Great hooch.
The fuck are you doing in my town?
Denoch will pull out the picture of Katya.
Have you seen this woman?
It's been a few years, but yeah, I'm familiar with her. She's one of the merchant lord's daughters. Swift, I believe.
And there it is. You see, Mr. Swift, who is supposed to be her father, does not remember her. It's almost as if she's been replaced by this Helvin chap.
Helvin. She turns her head. I'm assuming you guys take a glass.
Denoch is going to try to sip it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll pick it up and at least pretend interested.
Neat. She kind of leaning back with her boots up on the desk, kind of takes another small drink, and she kind of looks kind of to the end of your guys's, like kind of towards the end-ish of your guys's group, and she just kind of goes, "Oliver, what do we know?" And as you guys kind of like Oliver, you turn and you look, and the standing in the midst of, like, kind of next to and in your group, as you guys just kind of like jump as, holy shit, there's a person here, you see Oliver, this human male individual, and to describe him is like not describing him. You look at him and there appears to be nothing whatsoever special or standoutish about this person. He looks like the most background character you have ever seen.
A master of
averages.
A master of disguise.
And Oliver, like, as this happens, you guys are all kind of like, what? And he speaks, and it's just this bare, like, normal person, like, monotone voice. And he is just, well, we know that she returned here a few months ago. A few weeks ago? Whatever, insert time frame here. And then disappeared just as suddenly as she appeared. About a few days later, from my understanding, this individual known as Calvin appeared, and since then everybody has been saying and claiming that Calvin has always existed and never been anything else. That's what we know, dear.
Quick question. Are either of them wearing rings?
Not that you see. Kind of. I think you did it. Does Cal know anything about the disappearing? No, from my understanding, he assumes it's some form of teleportation magic. He has not yet gotten close enough to tell whether or not there's any kind of magical effect on the Swift family or the citizens of the town. You know Kel. He's probably drinking somewhere. She kind of... Next question.
Are you and her acquaintances, friends, or...
She kind of like arches an eyebrow, and Oliver kind of turns and looks at you and just goes, "Oh, no, we're lovers."
Ah, understood.
And he like nods and then turns back to like looking at what you can tell, wife, and weirdly doesn't leave like the side of your group. He just stands there like as if he's part of your group. You see ever so faintly a flush of red hit this Goliath's cheeks, and just she kind of shakes it off and kind of just, how about that a question that doesn't involve our personal lives? You have others, I'm sure, that are more pressing.
Well, first, Deanoch will turn and raise his fist for a fist bump to the guy.
He hits it, just no questions, just bop. It feels like a toddler hitting. It feels like a toddler fist bumping you, just FYI. What were you gonna say, Valnar?
We know who the sub is.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, okay.
Just like, you're like, let's move this along.
That could be Valley and me.
Valnar is going to be pointedly not looking at thee.
Just kind of whistling, looking the other way.
Okay, so it sounds like thus far they know everything that we already know. That Katya has disappeared and this Kelvin guy showed up and everybody believes that he's always been there.
Is there any way to ask for your assistance
in finding the truth and our friend. If there is a task we must complete, what do we need to do?
What? She kind of like hesitates for a moment, kind of turns and looks at Oliver, or like turns her head, looks at Oliver for a moment, and you can kind of see him just shrug, and she looks back and kind of goes, "What do you propose? What are you wanting us? What are you proposing? What do you want from us in return?" Like details. I mean, I'm not going to assign you a water boy chore for us to go fight a war.
That would be the third one, then. Well, we are a group of strong individuals, but we do not know the people, the layout, the political structure of the of Oxenford, of Zaratan, of what is the fourth? Gibfell? Or Astraea. We wish to find our friend in a land completely unknown to us and prevent the end of the world.
Well? My recommendation would be to confront this Elven person, this anomaly that is present, taking on this position that you claim that your friend was in. Confronting them about this person, forcing them into a counter might reveal the information that you're looking for, or potentially even break any kind of like spell that may be present on, at the very least, maybe father. I'm no savant or magic user. I'm the Bron. I don't know how a spell could erase a bond of father and daughter. At least not so thoroughly. Which, if anybody would like to make an Arcana check on the concept of that, I will allow it. 22? Are you happy with that result?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 22...
I mean, that's a 12 on the dice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With a 22, your understanding of mind-altering magics is not like your area of expertise. However, with a 22, to thoroughly remove it from somebody's mind who has, like, a deep-rooted connection to this other individual, father, daughter, ties, the only logical explanation that you can think of is either A, the father has also been completely removed and erased, or B, there is constant mind-altering magic being applied or recast on the individual.
something to strategize over.
Something to think about. While you guys think and talk for a minute, I'm going to step away for just a moment.
So returning to Oxenford and confronting him.
We could do things a little bit interesting. Valinor.
So,
Do you have a spell to counter magic? Whether prepared or not.
I know I have one to dispel it. Alright, the full list.
If we can isolate
Clerics
The father?
Clerics don't get counterspell. They do get dispel magic, however.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was asking.
Yep, which I mentioned I would dispel. I was just looking through my list to see if there's anything I forgot about. It
we
might
will
be.
need to isolate the father. And have Valinor cast his dispel magic. We could have an area with a private sanctum set up around us. It will not be the best isolation, but it will isolate us for a moment. Give us an advantage in this, most likely.
Based on an observation that D made previously. It was very, very subtle, but at the mention of Katya previously, Mr. Swift did have a brief moment, like of realization, but he quickly put it away, like he was either afraid to say something or couldn't. That was when we spoke to him the one time. So I think if you were under the effects of magic, he would have been completely oblivious. But that little tiny clue makes me wonder if he's actually being coerced instead.
Then again, isolating him first
Are we about to
may be
steal
prudent.
Mr. Swift? I couldn't steal the rose, but maybe we'll just steal the man himself.
I can give us an isolated area that
Okay.
Yeah, how do we plan on getting him into said isolated area?
I have a spell
that allows me to create a separate location. And should Kelvin attempt to find us or Mr. Swift, what we saw before, he cannot see through dimension. And this spell moves us out of this dimension.
Okay.
And then I can close the door. In other words, Mordecai's magnificent mansion.
Oh, that is a separate plane of existence, isn't it?
See.
So a small pocket dimension. Interesting.
Or we could go with the fun thing that Rip gave me and just use demiplane.
Again, how do we get Mr. Swift into said location?
Usually hesitate to say this, but secret answer is crime.
Crime? That sounds like fun.
We'll have to kidnap him.
That is something we could help with. We can help with kidnapping.
Oh?
Da.
When she turned Russian.
Are you complaining
Just
about
now.
my wife?
I mean, you saw how quickly she was going on that bike. She was definitely Russian. Ah, I knew it. I felt it coming.
Excuse me.
So, does anyone have any better ideas? Valinor, D, Yet, Asta?
Kidnap Malachi. Bring him to a separate dimension.
That would
See-
work.
And see if he's being... That's what we're talking about. And see if he's being brainwashed with magic. Okay.
That would
Sounds
work.
good.
Ulster is good with kidnapping.
Well then. I would have one final question then. Do you know...
Or not to be.
The Muffin Man.
Do you know of the harmony crystals? End stream.
What?
Say that again. You said end stream.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cliffhanger. It's
Yeah.
It's 12:10.
It is true. I was thinking about it, but I was also wanting you guys to kind of wrap up the conversation a little bit. But yeah, no, I like that idea too. Yeah, we'll end it there
What-
where you guys...
We should at least get her name.
You want to know my name?
Yeah, who are we working with?
Sorry, I'm pulling up my notes again. Yeah. My name is Fee. So Fey, long E sound.
F-U-I.
You have sisters named Foe and Fum?
Not anymore.
What about Fi? Oh, not anymore. Oh, I see.
I had
Oh,
to
my bad.
I had to break skulls to gain position.
Classic giant power struggle. I waste one of my rages.
For what?
Become big.
So it does that
Why?
when you going to go punch her in the face.
I'm joking, we're good.
You get bigger and like smush against the ceiling of the room, and she go, "Why did you not use this earlier? This would have been the challenge."
I was trying to
Well, yes, we will go ahead and call it there for the night, and we will return hopefully soon. I love playing, guys. We just don't have the.
We have too many things we want to do.
There are too many things we want to do. Too many things that. Not enough days where we're all available to do the things that we want to do. So. Yeah.
Friday is pretty much the day most of our friend group has free.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
So we've
have one day
had to make choices.
They're sad choices, but they're choices.
rip adult choices.
Yeah, that's what they are. Okay. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and end there. We'll be back eventually. Next week we will be. I actually don't know. We'll talk, and we'll see. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. Good night, all.
Bye!
Not at all.